Shut the door!
Today's episode is brought to you by the Lost Lake Creamery, old-fashioned ice cream parlor, located at 5575 Shoreline Drive in Mound, Minnesota, just off the Dakota Bike Trail and the Lost Lake Channel on the north end of Cooks Bay of Lake Minnetonka. Stop in and see them today. 24 flavors to choose from. Pick up some ice cream on the way to the lake or on your way home from the lake. The Lost Lake Creamery, old-fashioned ice cream parlor.
Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to tell you about this podcast. It's called The DK Project, but it's really The Darren Show. So thanks for tuning in. You're going to want to sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride.
Let's go!
And we're back. Welcome to the DK Project. You got a little Dave and Darren today. Big E is busy. He is out for the count. That man works too much. But that's all right, because we're going to roll on. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing well, Darren. How are you doing?
I am doing well, man. We are surviving this graduation shit.
Holy shit.
I'm loving it, man. I think we're on the downside. I still have my graduation party, but you've got that astern and are moving forward. Does the young man have a job yet?
Yeah, he's working for the school at a venture club for the summer, taking care of the little one.
Dude, that's too fun.
I know. That's a great job for him.
I got
I'm excited.
nothing. He's got nothing. Sleep until noon. Who am I to offend him by saying, hey, we should look at something? But he's going to figure it out. He might figure it out right before he gets right before he gets to the college delivery service, which is in August. So listen to this. I was at a local establishment over the weekend, and sitting outside, was going to partake in my normal nachos, and I didn't. I went for the old chips and queso, which whatever. That's a whole nother thing. That's just how fat people talk right there. You got to set the room. I got to tell you what I was eating. Right. And so I'm sitting there, and there's this couple at the bar that are, there's like 4 of them there, maybe millennials, and they're not looking like people that I'd hang out with. That doesn't mean anything though. But what it amounts to be is that they, the guy and the gal get out and they leave, and they get out to their little black SUV, which is a, I don't know, $60,000, $80,000 Mercedes, hop in it, disappear for 10, 15 minutes. He rolls back into the lot, and she hops out, goes back to her spot at the bar. He's sitting out there in the car. I'm like, that's weird.
This is weird. Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, well, and she's not stumbling. She's not looking funny. She doesn't have a little cloud of smoke behind her. But she sits down at the bar, and then pretty soon the bartender comes around. He goes out to this black car, talks to the guy in the window, hops in, gone for 15, comes back, goes back to work. I'm like, this is really strange now. I mean, this is right in Plymouth, not a, we're not in the ghetto.
No, this is a wonderful story.
And so anyway, I look at my server, and I said, hey, what's going on here with the the little car in the driveway? And she winks at me and says, yeah, isn't it strange? I'm like, what the hell's, like, really, we're just that open about our drug use?
Is there no manager around?
I don't know. Maybe the patio is fair game. You do what you want to do, man.
The manager doesn't think it's strange?
I don't know. I guess in this day and age, if your employee shows up,
it's pretty good.
He's a bartender. It's not like he's doing open heart surgery. Are the whiskey sours when they're handed over the bar? Probably.
So he maybe makes them faster depending on what he's doing.
I doubt it. Or it could make him slower, man.
Right.
Get some of that devil's lettuce going.
Right.
You don't know what's going on. That's funny as hell. So I don't know. You know what? And the chips and queso weren't great. So I don't know that I'm going back. But this place has the biggest plate of nachos. It is, if you get the full order, it is served on a lunchroom dining tray, and
right.
Like my family can't finish it.
Is that a keto thing? Nachos?
A kiddo?
Keto? The diet thing?
Oh no! Well, here's the deal. When I was on the MetaFast diet and I was starving myself all week, losing pounds like they were melting, I would treat myself to nachos on Sundays because all your food groups are represented. So therefore, it's okay to eat.
You can do it.
Yeah. One cheat day and I would drink water. Oh my gosh. I'd like, leave the pitcher. Just
Right.
straight out of the muzzle, man. Why not? Who gives a shit? They, but they've just gone downhill. They do a nice business. They actually had bingo going on when I was there. I like a little bar bingo. You can't complain about that, brother. I can't even begin to explain this drug situation though. But anyway, they'll figure it
Was
out.
there only 2 runs to the car, or were there more?
I think the bartender went twice.
What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Have you ever done that where you're rolling down the road? Speaking of cars, where you're rolling down the road and you look over at the person next to you and you're like, God, I know it stinks in that car. Like,
Yes, I do it all the time.
ugh.
I do it all the time.
Like people have all that crap on their windows and it's just like darker in that car. And you're like, I know it stinks in there, man. It is not good. It is not good at all. I think they just get immune to it.
Right.
You know? A lot of them are usually cigarette smokers. So you got that little nicotine film on there. Yummy.
they run out of smoke, so you just lick it off.
That is just horribly bad. Horribly bad. You know what? I was at a thing the other day, and somebody brought up that stupid Yanni and Laurel. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
And he was halfway through a bottle of Jameson. So it was really quite a debate he was having with himself about the Laurel and Yanni thing. Were you a Yanni or a Laurel?
I didn't really have a pick.
What do you mean?
I did.
Either you hear it or you don't hear it.
Laurel. 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 Laurel.
I don't think I hear it.
You don't hear anything.
No, I don't. Here's the problem. It's kind of like when you see, is this pink or green?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's green.
What?
Have you not ever seen that?
Dude, we got to have you drug tested.
No, you don't. I'll go, but
I
mean, they say
sometimes
you-
it's pink, what?
okay. So you look at these pictures, and they're supposed to look one color to a certain type of brain or something, and another color to the other type of brain. Okay.
Right?
Or a
Right.
word a person says, one type of person hears it this way, and one type of person hears it this way.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Well,
Continue.
I can hear them. Like sometimes I look at the pictures, and they're green. Sometimes I look at them and they're red. And it's not like green, like grass green. It's or pink, not red.
So
I swear, I'll show it to you after the show.
are you calling that normal?
I never claim to be normal, man.
I don't know, man. That's next
I
level.
never claim to be normal.
Next level. I don't know. I think I was always a Laurel person. I think. I don't know. I'm kind of like, how much do I care? I was out on the road today. God, big car theme today. I'm out on the road picking up a battery for my scooter, and I stop at AutoZone. And I don't want to sound sexist, but there were all women working there, which is strange for an AutoZone, right?
Strangely sweet.
Am I wrong? Well, wait a minute.
But do you need to get deeper into the story?
No, I mean, they didn't have what I needed, and she wasn't picking up what I was putting down. Like
See,
this
then-
whole core charge, I mean, that is such bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Do you have a core? Yeah, well, it's a long story, but I end up leaving going, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. It's all he said, she said, sexist crap, but it was a little weird going in there, and they had like, I just changed the oil on my Buick hands, which is weird.
See, it's getting less sweet.
Well, yeah. Well, then
Continue. Continue, please.
No. This is where I get off the bus. I'm out.
Go.
But I don't know. Maybe transitioning. I don't know.
Oh, possibly.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm guessing they were not pageant girls in high school. Let's say that.
That was polite.
They weren't pageants. They were maybe out racing dirt bikes. Not that there's anything wrong
There's
with that.
nothing wrong with dirt bikes.
But it just seems weird.
Did they talk like this?
No. It was definitely weird, but I ended up going to a different place, getting my battery, got that taken care of. Everything was dialed in. Hey, what did you do this weekend? Any big parties? Anything good?
It was a weekend of working, like last week, working my butt off to get ready for this grad party, and then getting sick and puking for a day. That was horrendous.
Oh, big time.
Horrendous. And then started kind of the grad party thing or worked all day Friday, started the grad thing Friday night, and then after that, I'll get back to that story in a second because this will blow your mind.
Yeehaw!
And then Saturday worked in the yard, did 3 grad parties, and then had mine Sunday and went to another one.
It's a marathon.
It's a total marathon. It's kind of a lot, man.
It is.
Especially when you got to get your place ready, plus go to all these other parties. Because you know those people are coming to your house and you don't want to miss theirs.
Oh, yeah. It's a scheduling thing. It's actually working out in my favor, though, I think, because my daughter's a dancer. And this dance, I want to go on record right now. That is expensive.
Right.
You think hockey's expensive? You could probably put 3 kids through hockey for one dancer.
Really?
That's real numbers. Yeah, these are 5-digit numbers, not 4.
Yeah, you probably can then.
That's one season. So what's going to work out in my favor, why I brought this up, is me dancer is going to realize she's going to miss all of the graduation parties, all of the celebrating next year, because this is prime time dancing. Like this whole weekend, she was gone at dance. She was at the big year-end finale thing or whatever. So it's like, and all of her friends are leaving. It was really an emotional night for her because she thought maybe it was her last night dancing. Anyway, back to you.
Yeah, okay. So Friday night, I'm pretty sore from working in the yard and carrying mulch and doing all the stuff, plus been sick.
Labor.
So I got a buddy over. He helps me out a little bit. And I go and I stay at the Friday night grab party. And I get out of there pretty quick. I'm only there 15 minutes so I can get home and finish up.
Just long enough to eat.
Right. So my buddy comes over, helps me finish up because I want to get done before dark. And I said, hey, I'm going to run over and take a hot tub at Don's. And he goes,
Wait a minute. Your neighbor hot tubbing?
neighbor, it's a mile away neighbor hot tubbing. So I actually have to drive to it.
Oh, wow.
So there's going to be 3 guys in a hot tub because Al says they'll go in the hot tub.
Oof. I don't know. Traveling.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. So we get over there. We're getting ready to get in the hot tub, and I just got into my underwear.
Right. No
And
suits.
Nope. No suits. Nothing. And Alan, we'll call him.
3 dudes. Three dudes. You gotta. 3 dudes. Yeah. Dude, girl, you could have gone in the buck.
Yes.
But 3 dudes.
3 dudes. It's a mandatory something on.
I don't even like 3 dudes to begin with.
No.
3 dudes in a hot tub, you're going to be like touching feet and shit? I
No,
don't want
it's a
nothing
big
to do
hot
with
tub.
that.
But if you're sore enough, I'd touch feet. If
I
had
can't
to.
swim in it, it ain't
No,
big
man.
enough.
If I'm that sore and I got to touch feet, I'll touch feet. But in this certain situation, I was questioning it immediately because Al was standing outside and he's like, "Well, I'm not gonna take a hot tub."
But he went there to hot tub.
He went there to hot tub and he
right.
had shorts on, but his shorts were dirty,
Oh, right.
and Don didn't want him to get in with the shorts.
Oh, right. I
So
have
he's
a hot tub.
he's
That's a bitch.
Yeah. So he goes, "No, I'm all right." And I go, "Well, just take your shorts off and get in the hot tub." And he goes, "No."
And you guys are in? You wearing underwear?
We're in underwear in the hot tub. Boxers. We're boxer guys.
Of course. An adult male over 30?
Right.
Right.
So we're sitting in the hot tub. He goes, "All right." And he pulls his pants off.
Yeah.
And he's got a thong on.
Come on.
I doubt it's 100%. I shit you not. It's a damn thong, and it's freaking leopard skin thong, and his junk is in the front, and it was unbelievable.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Right, and I'm just staring at him, and the first word said after about 10 seconds was Don goes, "You're not getting in my damn hot tub."
That is sweet. Did they? Oh, wait a minute. Let's back this train up.
Go.
So this guy is how old?
He's 50. He's in his 50s, 55, 54.
Oh, leopard.
Leopard skin.
Whoo. That's too much.
And then after the whole ordeal, the next day I'm seeing him at these grab parties.
Right.
And he's trying to convince me to go with them
course.
because they're better and they're more comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
And they're cooler.
Is gay there. Really?
Yeah, he said they're not as hot as boxers. So he said he was going to buy me a pair, which I think crossed another line. Now you got a guy.
He was going to buy you a pair?
Yeah, so now you got a guy wanting to buy another guy a pair of underwear.
I don't know. Got hot in here all of a sudden. That's a little weird. You know what? I don't know how I would have handled that. I may have just ran. I'm going to run that mile back home. I'm out. Hey, buddy, what the hell? And you've known this guy a while, right?
15 years.
Wow.
Never seen him in his underwear before.
Well.
And I don't expect I'll ever put myself in the position to do that
hammock?
again.
Did he tell you? Is he?
I pretty much tried my best to avoid any conversation
How
about
did the
band.
conversion happen? Like, how did he go from,
I don't know.
like, one day you're just like, hey, the wife's underwear are laying there. I should throw them on. Wait a minute.
See, I never went there.
That's a
I
different
went
show.
Right when he got in the pool, I was like, hey, did you see the game last night, man?
You started getting all man
How
on him?
about those twins? Yes. Too bad about it.
Hand me my brewski.
Yeah, girls softball's really got to go tomorrow. I mean, that's how
That is incredible. Did he get in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I
So
kinda
now you're not
scooted.
only touching feet. There's a raw butt cheek in
There
the
was,
water.
I sat Indian style.
Ooh. Can you say Indian style? In a
Yeah.
hot tub?
Well, yeah,
I mean, I
it's a
would.
big hot tub.
I don't
It's
care.
an 8-person hot tub. So if you got to stay clear of a guy in a thong, you can in that
That
hot tub.
is impressive, man. I don't know. I don't know that I could top that on my weekend. So now, how do you look this guy in the eye when you see him at church on Sunday?
I don't know. I haven't been able to look him in the eye yet. So we'll see.
Hey,
And I've seen him 2
buddy, why
days
don't you
in a
stay
row.
in front of me? Stay in front of me.
Right.
I don't know. That is quirky stuff. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever ran into that. That is different because that's not like his shorts were too short. That's like, like he chose that. He's chose to go down that road.
I never looked at what the back was like. The front was enough to shy me away.
Oh,
So I can't.
all right.
I don't know.
I don't know. I threw up in my mouth a little bit. We need to move on.
Try
It
and
is-
be in there.
It is not good. Shout out to Sweet Underwear Guy. Good luck with all that. Holy macanole. Hey, I was watching it. Listen to this. I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast, listening. Well, I watch it on TV. And he had Wiz Khalifa on. You know who that
Yeah.
is? Wiz Khalifa is a rapper. And they're all California people, so they're all real open about their marijuana usage, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And so Joe Rogan, who's an avid marijuana user, goes, hey, Wiz. I don't know if he called him Wiz. Do you call him Wiz?
I guess you do.
Hey, Wiz. I smoke a little marijuana. They're talking about all these strands and all this whatever, way over my head. But he goes, so how much you think you're smoking a day? Now, I mean, you probably are familiar with the world of marijuana. What do you think an average intake for someone who considers themselves a marijuana user? What's your average intake in a day? Like cigarettes, you're going to do a pack, maybe a half pack. What do you think you take down of marijuana in a day? If you're an avid Californian in this
Well, let
day
me
and
think.
age.
When I was in high school,
Let me correct you. Let me jump in and say
I can't answer that. I want to answer that really bad.
Let me say that today's marijuana
Yeah.
is not what the marijuana was in high school. It's not.
Okay.
It's not that. It's not that recreational stuff. These kids have figured it out. Like, so I've heard.
Well, I don't
it's like, whoo.
See, I don't want to do like a Pat Dave on the back moment, but I haven't smoked pot since my senior year of high school.
Oh well, you
So I
shouldn't then, because it's changed dramatically.
I've been told that.
This guy, Wiz Khalifa, little Wiz.
Yeah.
Wiz is, I don't know. I didn't see him stand up, but if he's all of 5'6", I'll be surprised. He's a little shaver.
Right.
Smokes an ounce a day. An ounce.
That's impossible.
Like recreational purchase is normally like an eighth or a quarter.
Okay.
And that would, in high school, that would last you forever. So I've heard. And this dude's blowing an ounce a day.
For real?
Yeah. Like, is there a point where you're just a marshmallow of done?
I don't even think Bob Marley smoked an ounce a day.
Woo, man, I tell you, that is, well, and again, he was back when you could handle it. Where I think today, man, this has become a chemistry thing, and it's a little out of control. But so there you go.
How many cigarettes
little
would that
whiz.
be? How many cigarettes would an ounce be?
I don't know. Get your Googler out.
10 packs?
Why don't you get your Googler out while I jump into my new sponsor that I need to cover, and then when we come back to you, you're going to have that information for us. Because I don't, you do your cigarette to ounce translation. I don't know that, but hey everybody, I want to tell you about this program out here in Minnetonka, the West Tonka Walleye Program. They've made it their mission to replenish the walleye ecosystem, and they run on donations. Since their startup in 2012, they were quickly able to start restocking walleyes in 2013. Since then, they've placed over 100,000 8 to 13-inch walleyes back in the lake. So if you want to help out this organization and help them grow even more, they've got a little thing coming up. Did you know about this, Dave? June 12th and June 19th.
I did.
They have a They have a carp harvest where they can catch them. You can shoot them with a bow. You can net them. However you can get them. They have to be from that day, though. They're going to start the contest at 7:30 in the morning, and it's on your honor. And you can fish all day. And in the evening, they're going to have a trailer over on, I forget the name of the bay, or I forget the name of the Freeman Park, maybe? Freeman Park on Harrison's Bay. And you could bring them there. They're going to drop them off and dispose of them properly because the carp population is a little overrun on the lake. So for more information, check out 472fish.org or check them out on, I think the best route is the Facebook. It's the West Tonka Walleye Program. So put June 12th and June 19th on your calendar. Both days are carp killing friendly. Can you say carp killing?
That's legit.
That's totally legit because it's a mud fish. Yep. Nobody cares about them.
Someone's going to complain.
So tell it. Oh yeah. So tell it. Well, after you come off of Indian style and roll right into carp killing, we're gonna have a little black flag by us. Can you say that?
Yeah. It was a band.
My live read is going south. No, that's all right. So check out the West Tonka Walleye Program and see how you can help them out. They're looking for a $20 donation for all you carp hunters. And check it out. The guy who runs the program does a tremendous job. They do a big fundraiser every year and raise a lot of money to stock the walleye because the walleyes that are being put in by the DNR are just too small and they end up losing for being on the bottom of the food chain, where these ones are larger and almost ready to eat when they go in. So get out there, check it out, 472fish.org or West Tonka Walleye Program on Facebook. Now back to the show. What'd you find out, Dave?
Well, they don't want to tell me. I think they're worried about it.
Has that been banned from Googling?
I think maybe so.
I think it's way above your pay grade because you'd have to figure out how much each cigarette weighs. And
28 or point.
Oh boy.
There's 28 grams in an ounce.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And a cigarette is about 1 gram.
Okay.
But I don't believe this math.
Oh.
I believe that part, but they're saying the amount of cigarettes there. So they're saying that you could basically roll 28 cigarettes out of an ounce of weed, and I don't believe that.
It's got to be more than that. It's got to be more than that. So we'll look into that and get back to you. I think the jury's still out on that one, but we think Wiz Khalifa should still be backing her down a little bit.
Right.
Big hitter Wiz. Still battling the diet, but I went and talked to my fitness guru, and I ran into him at the graduation.
Didn't I get confused last time on this? And I thought,
no,
it's
not a little person. No. And so I run into him. Actually, it was at the graduation, and I was talking to him about almonds and stuff, and I'm like, so truly. Almonds? Because I'm like, I'm a snacker, man. What do I snack on? He goes, almonds. You can eat almonds, because they're high in whatever, and they're decent. But he opens with, are you pooping? I'm like, we're in the middle of this graduation, and I'm like, I'll come again. He goes, are you pooping? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty regular, pretty happy with where I'm at.
Right.
Because I guess that's a big factor. He's like, you got to keep going. I'm like, well, I plan to. Does anybody ever stop, plan to stop? But so anyway, he's like almonds. And then he gave me this food thing to follow and whatever, but I'm just struggling, man. I hate it. But I'm at my breaking point. I think I'm at my rock bottom now.
Really?
Just Porky Pig, man, I tell you. I'm blaming it. The kid posted all these pictures from graduation of him and his buddies, him and his other buddies, and him and his sister, and him and his mom. But you know who didn't make the cut? Me.
You.
And that's what I think it's because I was too big in the picture.
Oh, he's shaming you?
Didn't fit. Yep, little fat shaming. Thank you. What an interesting child.
Asshole.
What are you gonna do? You can't do anything about it. It's fine. Hey, the girls are out of the College World Series. They didn't do very well. I mean, they made it, but they died. Took a header. The West Tonka varsity baseball is also over. The season is a wrap. Actually, we got the big banquet tomorrow. And I don't know. I'm not impressed. I didn't think it went very well. I think we could have handled it a little differently. That the last game of the season, our coach again got out coached and didn't position himself for a win.
I would agree with
it was
that.
another holdover for the damn next game, which didn't happen because we didn't play for the day. We played for the next day, and there was no next day. So, SOL, baby. I'm not very happy about it. I'll tell you that much. Because it's just crazy. Why is it that, whatever, it's over. So we're going to move on, and the kid's okay with it. He was fine. He was really upset that day, but he really has moved on and decided that it's not worth getting upset about. I'm curious to see how this whole, what do they call it, the after party? They got a name for it. The thing tomorrow night. What is that called?
It's the banquet.
The banquet.
I'm curious to see
how the
how it's
banquet
gonna go,
goes
too.
because the banquet is usually about the coach blowing smoke up the kids' butts,
Right.
About how great they were, and I just don't know. I don't think there's a lot of kids on that team that think very highly of the coach. That's my opinion. I have got only one kid to reference, but and a lot of parents, but just disappointed. I think the whole thing just could have gone better, but. That's a wrap for today's show. For those of you who feel like you still need a little more DK Project, tune into the DKProjectPodcast.com or anywhere else you get your podcast and look for number 27 Plus. 27 Plus will be the extended version of the show and give you just a little more. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to tell all your friends, subscribe, and give us a review. Until next week, take care. That's it. That's the end.
That's a wrap.
Read the shtick.
That's a wrap for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends. If you'd like to reach out, you can use the studio line at 612-504-6500 or by email, thedkprojectpodcast@gmail.com. And of course, there's always social media at the DK Project Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.